All right, on to the guided practice. Up here it says, look at the bar graph. What does it show? So when I come down to my graph, I see that it's titled Carnival Tickets Sold. They've listed the name of the students who sold the ticket on the side, and then they've labeled the numbers down here, number of tickets sold. So our friend says, the length of each bar shows how many tickets each person sold. So if I wanted to figure out how many tickets Leah sold, I would come to Leah, go to the end of the bar, and go down to see that Leah sold 2 tickets. So our friend tells us Leah has sold 2 tickets. Who has sold the most tickets? To figure out who sold the most, I need to find who has the longest bar. So once again, I'm going to go back to my graph and I'm going to look at the bars. I see that Kim's bar is the longest, and I can go down to see that she has sold 5 tickets. Up here it reads, you can compare information and solve problems. Again, our friend tells us that Kim sold the most tickets. But then they want to start comparing how many tickets Kim sold to some of the other students. So first we're going to compare how many tickets Kim sold to Tino. So we've looked and found that Kim has sold 5 tickets. Tino, on the other hand, has sold 1 ticket. And we want to find out the difference between those two. Remember, friends, that to find the difference between 2 numbers, we need to subtract. The answer to a subtraction problem is the difference. So then our friend up here has done our problem for us. 5 minus 1 equals 4. So we can conclude that Kim sold 4 more tickets than Tino. Then they wanted to compare Kim to Neil. So again, Kim sold 5 tickets, Neil sold 4. I want to find how many more tickets Kim sold, or how many fewer tickets Neil sold. So again, I'm going to write a subtraction problem, and they've done it for us over here. 5 minus 4 equals 1. Neil sold 1 less ticket than Kim. We're going to complete the do you understand now. So it says, look at the graph above. How many tickets did Kim sell? Well, we have learned that Kim has sold 5 tickets. So I'm going to just write Kim and 5 over here so I remember that. Then it wants to know how many tickets did Neil sell. Neil sold 4 tickets. But now my question is a little different this time. It says, how many tickets did Kim and Neil sell in all? Ooh, in all are some of those buzzwords that let me know that I need to add those numbers together. And then it asks how we know. Well, we know because in all lets us add. So we're going to write an addition sentence. We're going to say 5 plus 4 equals 9. And then we're going to say, we know they sold 9 tickets in all because we added the tickets they each sold together. All right, looking at our guided practice, it says, use the bar graph to solve the problems. Our first question says, how many pennies does Jake have? So I first need to go to where it says pennies. I'm going to go all the way out to the end of the bar and down to here where it says 5. And I can say that Jake has 5 pennies. They've helped us out a little bit already. Number 2 says Jake spends 3 of his quarters. How many does he have left? Well, in order to figure out how many he has left, I need to figure out how many he started with to begin with. So I'm going to go to quarters, and I'm going to go down my bar and see that to begin with, Jake had 7 quarters. Now, my problem tells me he spends some. So that triggers in my mind that I need to subtract. He started with 7, he spends 3, and they want to know how many he has left. So I'm going to write a subtraction sentence to help me solve. I'm going to say 7, how many he started with, minus 3, the amount he spent, equals, and then I know 7 minus 3 is 4. So how many quarters does Jake have left? Then I can say Jake has 4. Oops, no, that was wrong. Quarters